Welcome back, Captains and Admirals, to another video with a funny muffler, and today we're on Estuary, and we have the F. Caracciolo, which is the Tier 6 Italian battleship. Now, I do have mine spec'd for a bit more of a brawling setup with secondaries, so we do have a division mate in a destroyer as well, so we'll have a quick chat about Caracciolo. So, my setup, I have Paolo de Revel, and his base skill, his time is of the essence, so reduces my main battery reload. I have not one for nuisance, which is reduces our fire chance, risk of flooding, and torpedo damage to Citadel. Then I have Porcupine, Firefighter, and I have Properly Meticulous. I might change that to Master Mechanic though. And I have Will to Rebuild. And then I have Franz on Hipper and Haruna as the inspirations. And modifications, or modernizations I should say. Secondary Battery Mod 2. And we have Steering Gears Mod 2. And we have Concealment System Mod 1. The secondary range is 7 kilometers. It's not massive, but we do have the exhaust smoke generator, which will allow us to get closer. So, this is my plan for this one. So I was thinking of pushing through the center now with my destroyer division mate. We do have carriers in here, and it is the Ark Royal, so we're gonna have to use our smoke screens effectively to help cover us, because otherwise we're gonna get hit and chunked like that. So, can we fend it off? The AA on this thing isn't terrible. It's not fantastic, but it's certainly not terrible. Managing to knock a couple of planes down. It's a bit apprehensive to shoot right now. I was looking around for different targets, seeing where the different ships were. So, probably was a mistake on my end. I do pop a smoke here because we are spotted, so, and it would allow me to get a bit closer. So I believe it's the Chumpun, is it? I think it's called, and the Collingwood and the Ark Royal together, and that's what's in the smoke over there shelling me. So we do need to be careful now. Right, so I do turn away. I pop a heal as well. Right, so at the moment now, so me and my division mate in chat now. So he wanted to try and pull away and see if he could get towards that Collingwood. And I believe there's an AOBA that spots him. I do start shelling the Monaghan here. Get some decent hits. He is just outside secondary range, which is unfortunate. So the carrier does manage to spot our division mate as well, and does start attacking him. He does pop smoke, but you know, carrier still hits him, deals a decent amount of damage to him, and as you can see, the shells are just flying into that smoke screen. So our ally's taking huge damage. So what I was thinking, right, I'm going to move away. I will go down the other path, and I'll come up from behind that cruiser. That was my thought process. I was hoping my ally could hopefully slip away or use the smoke to his advantage, but the AOBA does begin to push him, as we can see here, 3.8 kilometers. I believe he pops a sonar and spots him. He does dodge those tops. Do lose our Dunkirk. So at the moment, this match is not going fantastic. We do have 2 cap points. Now, you can see a DD in C. That will be relevant in a few minutes. Now, I do think I was a bit robbed of a Citadel there. I was tempted to pop my secondary ability, but I decided not to. Just to get some decent damage on him. So he hasn't got much left. I'm hoping now either our friendly carrier or the battleship behind us will finish him off. So we're going to push around now. So my idea was D side is more or less fallen. So if we can get a crossfire in on these guys, we can push up then through C. That's what my thought process was. But yeah, there's those DD torpedoes, and I do believe it's an Akazuki. So he does chunk us for a fair bit. So I pop my damage control, put the flood out, and I pop my heals. There he is. I pop my secondary battery as he pops his smoke, which is unfortunate. You do get 2 hits and an incapacitation. I'm not sure what I incapacitated, most likely a turret. That's it, the chump one. That's what it was. But that Ark Royal is most likely going to focus us, because we're quite close to their spawn. I'm not sure if he's moved yet. Because a lot of carrier players will just sit in their location. But I am asking for support. I doubt I'm going to get any. It's mainly the carrier I want support of, just to spot the enemy carrier. We do fire on that jump on. We've got more torpedoes coming towards us. Thinking thin thoughts, snaking through. We do manage to dodge them all. But SAP secondaries will start nailing this guy. As you can tell, SAP's just so ridiculously good. There's the Ark Royal. So this is where our smokes are definitely going to come important. We are isolated, and our AA is not going to be enough to stem the tide of planes coming from the Ark Royal. So plan is now we just need to use our smoke effectively and just conserve as much health as possible. So I'm healing up. We've got 1 heal left. We have 2 smokes. So ideally what I want to do now is I want to cap this. So I slow down, I turn. Oh, I don't slow down actually. I just go into a hard turn. Oh, there we go. Drop the speed now. Because the end of the day, we want to keep the pressure up. We've only got 1 cap. They have flipped A. We've got B secure. D is being flipped at the moment. Now C is captured. They've only got 1 cap now. We're just putting extra pressure on them. At the end of the day, I'm one of those guys, I don't focus too much on damage. It's more about, you know, objectives, setting crossfires up. And I just want to win, really. I'm not too bothered, you know, if I get 200,000 damage, 100,000, 50,000 damage. As long as I'm contributing to the team, and obviously the XP will reflect that. So hopefully we'll get the XP we deserve. Should get a decent chunk. But Ark Royal does come for another run. So I turn towards him. Drops his torps. That one's not going to arm. That one will hit us. That one misses. Only 1 torpedo. Luckily he didn't get a flood. But our DC was ready anyway, so having 1 fire I can cope with, but 1 flood, just because the fact it reduces your speed as well. I should get 1 shot up. He does creep at a range. We do have this Collingwood nearby still. Now what I was concerned about when I was turning here, I was concerned that the Collingwood would be waiting for us. And luckily his guns weren't facing the right way. Like he's got 1 gun facing the way. No, he's got 2 guns. Super fire's facing the wrong way. He whiffs some of his shot. You do get a good shot on him. We get a citadel on him. Second day, start chipping away. But we'll put that fire out. Got my last heal active as well. But this is just going to be another video where the Ark Royal is going to play a big part, and just proving that it is quite strong. Look, you know, we're just getting huge chunks taken off us. You know, fire set, And our AA is barely making any difference whatsoever, which is the sad thing. I understand as a CV player myself, I wouldn't want AA being too strong. No, you're going to want to get at least one run off. And the fact that he got 3 runs off on us, our AA's done very little.
La nostra squadra è in vantaggio.
That's how it's done.
The Ark Royal was sunk by our cruiser down there. But we're just trying to finish off this Collingwood now before he finishes us off.
La battaglia terminerà tra 5 minuti.
Reusal gets him, cleans him up very nicely. Bombers do take out our Helena, which is unfortunate. We've got this in the bag though. We're very far ahead on points. You know, we've got 2 caps, they've got 2 caps. There's only 4.5 minutes left. There's not a lot of time for that guy to catch up. So unless he kills all of us, which is unlikely. But another cap that needs flipping. At the end of the day, if the cap's there, we may as well flip it. We got bombers coming in. Smoke gets popped. We do get a clear sky. He's going to try and guess where I am, but no cigar. And that's one of the biggest strengths is the exhaust generator for the Italian ships, or Italian battleships. It's so strong. But the AA definitely... I was thinking of changing from not one for nuisance to AA, but you're not always guaranteed a carrier, see, so not one for nuisance is more useful overall, as it's useful in all your games. Obviously the AA is only effective then if there's a CV in the game, and there's no guarantee the CV is ever going to attack you as well. We did get some overpens on the Monaghan. Reusal is getting chipped away. I'm not sure, we might be able to get rid of this Monaghan. Or we might point out, I'm not too sure. He's got a couple more bomb hits on us, but we've got will to rebuild, so yeah, it'll get us up to a decent amount of health. With all those shots, it's unfortunate. We switch to HE. But Crashiolo's overview perks, it has fast, nimble aim and exhaust smoke. So, like I said, she's a really strong battleship. I do prefer her for brawling because I do enjoy using the saps, and I think the saps, you know, are very, very nice. Obviously, you want to be careful when brawling. You don't just want to charge in, and depending on what you're fighting as well, you know, if it's things like, you know, the Heinrichs, that was a really good hit. You know, Gneisenau now. You don't want to brawl with other things that have, like, torpedoes. Unless you know, firing HE maybe, and you're looking to disable the torpedo tubes. You want to stay at a fair range. You can effectively jump cruisers with this thing as well, because secondaries don't actually affect your concealment rating. So if you're using your exhaust smoke, for example, and say you have a carrier or another ship spotting for you, your secondaries are just going to fire and you're not going to be detected. Which is it's quite interesting. I am hoping to get some Constellation footage for Thursday's video, so stay tuned for that. Using the USS Constellation on stream yesterday was really fun. She's a very good ship, so I'll give you guys a breakdown and my thoughts on her on Thursday. But my thoughts on Cracciolo: she's a good, strong ship. Secondaries do have limited range, even with a secondary build, only have 7 kilometers. But she's still a strong ship. SAP it tears through cruisers. Anything that's got light armor just tears through them. So we don't finish them off. We point out. We do get Dreadnought though, and we had a good game. I think we played really well. Not bad. 88,000 damage. 2,676 base XP. Nothing fantastic, but still a very good game. Very good game indeed. Dreadnought, Close Quarters, and Clear Sky. So, as you can tell, modifications, like I said, secondaries, mod 2. We got rudder, steering gears mod 2 for the rudder shift time, and Cassima mod 1. And that's all she wrote. So if you did like this video, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you didn't like it, feel free to dislike it and leave a comment stating why. And I will catch you all in the next video and hopefully tomorrow's stream. Take care, guys. Good luck and fair seas.